There are tons of business podcasts to choose from, but only one has the stamp of approval. Kristin Stampini is South Florida's leading real estate entrepreneur and your trusted source for everything real estate.
I would like to welcome my listeners and thank you for joining us today for another episode of my podcast, The Stamp of Approval. I'm Kristin Stampini, co-founder of the Stampini team with RE/MAX Services in Boca Raton, Florida. I'm also a certified real estate coach with Craig Proctor Systems and the owner of Global Virtual Real Estate Assistants. I'm a real estate investor and a national trainer and public speaker. So the Stamp of Approval podcast was launched to share and educate other realtors, consumers, and other business owners across North America by sharing value and content to my listeners in each and every episode, as well as share my experience, triumphs, failures, and strengths throughout my entire life with the hope of my audience being able to expand their knowledge on everything in real estate, business, sales, and of course, mindset oriented. So today I have Jennifer Wehner, and Jennifer has been in real estate since 2003 and places in the top 15 realtors out of 60,000 in Arizona region in the MLS, and is the top realtor for Dave Ramsey endorsed local provider in her area. She leads a team of 20 plus agents and staff and has sold over 200 homes in the last 12 months, with totaling over $85 million total in real estate sales volume. Jennifer has a relentless commitment to providing the highest level of customer service to her clients and prides herself in creating a custom and creative solutions for any and all real estate needs. Jennifer is also passionate about giving back to the agent community on a national scale and improving the quality of service an industry provides to consumers with high quality customer service and advancement in technology. Her team also, she is always making sure that her agents are taken care of very well, and she's always looking to enhance their lifestyles as much as the client experience, and that's why she has such an amazing team. Welcome, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you so much for the warm welcome, Kristin. I'm so happy to be here.
And I'm so happy. I've known Jennifer. I've coached Jennifer over the years, and I've known her for many, many years. And I cannot tell you how awesome she is as a realtor, as a boss, as an entrepreneur. And she's young, and she's done so well. And she's so passionate about everything that she does in the real estate industry. And I'm so, so proud of you, Jennifer. So,
yeah. I have an awesome coach.
Well, thank you. One of the things are because of so many people that reached out to me after after your last episode. And so I wanted you to come back because I had so many people reaching out, and it was about the client experience and the nuggets that they learned and all the agents that reached out about it. So what we're going to talk about today is, as a seller, knowing all of your options, and all of the options when selling for the sellers. So go ahead, start us out.
Yeah, well, here in Phoenix, we are the lucky recipients of every business model that wants to see if they can get their stab at real estate and be successful. We have a lot of cookie cutter homes here, and it's really easy to value. So one of the biggest things that has been attracted to our market is iBuyers. So if you're not familiar with an iBuyers, these are companies backed by hundreds of millions of dollars, two of them are worth over $2 billion. And they purchase sellers' homes. And actually they purchase sellers' homes for really close to market value, not that far off. So we, recently Zillow just started buying homes in our market as well. And the reason behind that is not just because these companies just said, oh, this would be a good idea, but they know that there is demand for this, right? We live in an on-demand economy. We live in a day and age where you Uber and you send Amazon and you get things right now. So what we had found, in years past was all about getting top dollar. Every time we met with the seller was all about showing how we can get top dollar. But then we started to see more and more sellers just say, I don't want that hassle. I don't want the uncertainty. I just want to get this home sold tomorrow. And if I leave a little money on the table, that's okay. So one way the way we look at it is we could no longer just compete against these iBuyers by saying we can get top dollar and we'll get you more money, because that just the sellers didn't put as much value into that. So we started working with these disruptors instead of against them. And so when we go into a listing appointment right now, if the seller is looking, if they're, we ask them three things, what's the most important to you? Top dollar, the least amount of hassle, or fast. And if they're like fast and least amount of hassle is more important, then we talk to them about our Know Your Options campaign. And unlike the disruptors and unlike other agents, what we're going to do is we're going to give them all of their options, not just one. So not just top dollar, not just this is what we'll pay for it, but we're going to go to our investor database, including the big iBuyers like Opendoor and OfferPad. We're going to go to our investor database. We do work with a lot of investors, and we will get them the highest investor offer. And that's option one. Now, if their home needs work and maybe repairs or update, option two would be as is. This is what your home is worth as is. And then option three is going to be what your home would be worth after updated and repaired. We break down all of the costs, like the cost for the repairs. We include like even mortgage, like if they have to hold a mortgage on a vacant home, they need to take that into consideration into their net proceeds. We break down all of the costs in the sale, and we show them what their net proceeds would be in those three different scenarios. Of course, the scenario 2 and 3 would be projected because we don't know exactly what it will sell at. But in that way, they can see what their net proceeds would be, and they can see how many showings to expect, and they can make the best decision for them.
Wow, that's awesome. And so how long have you been doing that for?
Oh gosh, it started, I think, pretty much all of last year, most of last year.
And what has been your response? Do people love it?
Yep, we have bought homes this way. For example, like one of the last ones we did, it was 4 sisters that didn't all get along. And they it was a probate, and they had to sell their father's home. The pet odor in that home was so strong that when I opened the door, I almost fell back on the stairs. It was just terrible. So, there would have been a lot of cost and rehab to get the home up to par and market value. So I broke down all their options, and yes, it was the lowest net proceeds, but not by much. And we ended up buying their house, and they were happy. And there's been like 4 other cases just last year that it fell into that, where the less hassle and faster was more important to them. But in the case of, we've also not had to lose out on opportunities just because they wanted the fast approach. We did about 5 transactions with Opendoor because Opendoor was the highest offer, and we still got compensated for that. And furthermore, the seller had representation. So instead of working directly with the investor, they had us holding their hand every step of the way and advising them throughout the process.
That's awesome. So you're sitting out there different than most realtors, and that's why you are in the top 15 out of 60,000. Okay, is because you are offering different things and options to them. So are you buying them yourself, or investors, or both, or how are you doing that?
It is both. So it has been us in a few instances, and it has been other investors and Opendoor in other instances.
Now, explain Opendoor a little bit more.
So Opendoor is a company that just started in about 2014. They're purchasing and selling about 300 homes a quarter. They just got another round of funding, like $350 million, just late last year. So they're a growing company, and they're expanding quickly into markets throughout the nation. I know they're big in Vegas and Texas and Florida. They're Atlanta. So Denver. So yeah, they're supposed to be in, I think, 25 markets over the next year or two. And their offers are really competitive. they're really great at those cookie cutter homes. I usually, like most of my investors, nor myself, can ever compete with them. So if a home's worth 200,000, sometimes they're purchasing the home at 188. So the spreads, they're operating off of a 0.5% margin on average, which no investor like me, me or you that are buying and selling a few homes a year can compete with.
So they come in and they put an offer. You are the listing agent then?
Yeah, we would be representing the seller.
Yep. And they come and they put an offer on your home.
Yes.
Okay. So that's great, right? Different option. And then, so you're just saying, okay, you're going into and saying, instead of saying, like you said, we always assume that people, that sellers want the highest price, highest and best price. And that's not always the case. So giving them options, they probably look at you, especially ones that are interviewing multiple realtors, and they're like, wow, I haven't heard this, right? That somebody's giving me options of highest and best, fastest, whatever, you'll buy it. You'll have an investor buy it. So how are the sellers like it, but are they hearing it from other people as well?
No, we're one of the few that I know of. I don't really know very many agents, or if any agents are actually doing it, especially the way that we do it. Now, it's not going to be for every seller. Like if it's a luxury home, the investor offer on a luxury home is not going to most likely make any kind of sense. And it's going to be for that seller that, really does want that experience. And a lot of times we give them the offer and they're like, no way, that's way too low. I'm going to go on open market. And that's most of the time that's the direction they go.
Absolutely. And then your client experience for your sellers and the way, so tell us a little bit about your marketing on your sellers. Once you do, let's say they want to list it full price, what are you doing for the seller?
Well, I mean, I don't know anybody that does more in marketing than us. I know how important photos were, and when we used to, and video is super powerful, and we use video at a really high level. What I used to do is have a company, and sometimes they would send a photographer out and they would do a great job. Then the very next job, they would forget a master bedroom. They would take twilight shots 45 minutes too late. So I wanted to own that experience. I didn't want to ever have to call a client and say, hey, we have to come retake shoots of your home. And I had to do that like 8 times last year. So I hired my own photographer and videographer so I can have my own Wehner Group stamp on everything that gets sent out. We get really creative with our photo strategy. Our photo strategy is super important. What we like to refer it to is stopping the scroll. So, buyers right now, what are they doing? They're going on Zillow or Realtor.com or Bob Sells Homes or wherever they're going, and they're scrolling, and you have to catch their eye. So, and we continue to alter our photo strategy. Sometimes it's the best photo of the house. Sometimes it might be an interesting shot. Sometimes it might be a 4-square. But there's a lot of different tricks you can do to get buyers to stop the scroll and get them to click and learn more. And, right now we're showing our own listings at least half of the time or more. And sometimes they're coming in from our database. A lot of times they're just coming in from our marketing. So we run a very consumer-driven marketing campaign. We do social media. We love the phone here. So we are calling our database, and we are circle dialing and calling, buyers that we think would be good fit. We do our open house every day. We actually sold 11 homes in the last 18 months that way.
Wow. So, Craig would love to hear that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows how to sell your listing better than yourself? So it just drives so much more traffic directly to us.
And that's awesome. So between, one of the things like Jennifer was saying is she was with Craig Proctor, and, Craig's, has unique ways and unique marketing, and open house every day is one of them, and selling 11 homes last year with that unique marketing. And she utilizes, guys, just like I was saying, she invests so much time and money into the marketing and into learning herself all the time on how to be the absolute best in her market. And she does an amazing job at it. And then you actually, do a lot of the listings yourself, don't you?
Oh yeah. I sold myself approximately almost half of our production last year was me.
Wow. So amazing leader, amazing person, amazing mom. And you're young, right? How old are you?
Oh, I'm not that young. I have, I just turned 40 last year, and I have my oldest daughter just, is getting married.
I saw that. She's getting married. Congratulations.
Yeah. And my youngest just got out of diapers, and, I have two in between. So yeah, it's a crazy house. I run a circus part-time.
Well, just for all you listeners, I mean, Jennifer, like I said, I've known her for years. She is a mom, entrepreneur, an amazing leader, boss, agent, real estate agent. She has 4 kids. Okay. She's in the top of her market and in the top really of North America. Okay. She's just talking about the 60,000 in her market, sold $85 million in real estate last year. So if you're talking about somebody, first of all, that you want to hire yourself, okay, she is definitely the one. Or if you want to if you're a realtor and want to refer somebody to her area, or you want to even learn more about what she does, how can they reach out to you, Jennifer? In what areas do you work?
Yes, we are here in the Phoenix Metro. Our hub is here in Scottsdale. I do have a team of now 10 agents that specialize in different neighborhoods throughout Maricopa and Pinal County. You can find me on Facebook, Jennifer Wehner, Wehner. You can reach out via email, jennifer@jenniferwehner.com. My phone number is 480-748-6925. And also just a little bit more about my story, you can always visit agentgamechanger.com.
Oh, I love that. Awesome, Jennifer. Thank you so much. And listeners, thank all of you. I thank all of you, and have an awesome night.
Thanks, Kristin.